Hi, everyone, and thanks for coming to the Dash community call. And today would be our 130th meeting. And so what I'm hoping you guys can see my screen. Yesterday, Riff and I also chatted with the IETF yesterday about our project. So we had about an hour call to do that. And can you guys see my screen?
Sure can.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah. So I do apologize for the late notes, and I put all of the items we discussed the last time we met, specifically around Jimmy or Junhua and Xiaofeng's work and the other items we talked about. So we had a lot of issues completed last week. I'll show you guys, and then some follow-up tasks here. And so anyone who doesn't receive these notes in the chat window, just put your name and I'll add you. And it's usually a summary at the top and then a longer project-based longer read down at the bottom of actually everything that we've talked about, and then a link to the YouTube video. So we record these meetings to YouTube here so that people can go back and see. So yeah, and then I am sorry, I'm on my new laptop. I'm trying to figure things out here. So here's our community project board, and Junhua was not able to come. It's just too far off of his time zone, but he's been working on these BMV2 flows, and also as has Xiaofeng. I was wondering if Riff is on the line, if he'd be able to talk about those real quick.
Yeah, I'm on the line.
Oh, okay. Would you have a minute to talk about their
I'm trying to
test
find
cases?
the PR.
Oh, I can find them. I can find them. Let me do it. This one's Xiaofeng's right here. That they were just doing test cases for Dashflow using PTF.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So there are a few PRs here. I think basically they are all working on the Dashflow part. So this one is just trying to use the PTF to see if we can build a test case around the PTF. But I think this one is still in the Java state because it may needs yeah some because what I see so far then seems to be still primitive state. So still need some polishment. The I think there is
And then here
another
was 618. We had implementation of Dashflow actions for BMV2 by Xiaofeng as well. This one's closed. I think they popped into a different PR for this one.
Yep. Because this one will need more integration with DataPlane App. So what happens is that I think Junhua or Jimmy submitted another PR, so we got that one. We got that one back. Close. Oh, we got that one. Yeah.
And do you think on the November 14th meeting we could go through the DataPlane app again?
Yeah, sure. So basically on a high level, the design is not really changed any. Just follow the same design. But if there is any questions, I can definitely walk you through.
Well, that would be great because, of course, it's not everyone else on the call. I may have forgotten. So,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then, Murcia, did you want to talk today about the hero test implementation details? And we all believe it's ready for merge.
We can merge it. I mean, Bud had some comments early on. I addressed those. And
awesome.
I don't saw anything else.
Yeah. So for everyone on the call, this kind of goes deeper into the hero test. We have, it's a performance test called the hero test, and it's documented here in our repo under general, and it's called program scale testing requirements. And this is the hardware performance test that stresses different aspects of the card, and these are the requirements for the test. And then Murcia did an add-on to go into more about that. So that's what that PR's about. I'll put this in the chat window. And so you're saying this one can probably be merged, Murcia?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll just put a note in here. And were there items anyone else wanted to cover before we started going through the list? Sorry, I'm working off of one screen here. Yeah, go ahead.
Still Mircea here. I have a bunch of items in my queue, and Vinod Kumar actually is helping with a bunch of them. He made some PRs last week, and he's gonna keep continue making small changes so everything gets fixed. So
okay,
so as we get more and more cases fixed, yes.
Yeah, so I'll put a note that Vinod helping. Okay, yeah, that's great. And so he's looking at all of these.
Oh, everything that's under my name. I mean, it's the same. All they have the same kind of root cause.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll update those.
Yeah, and I saw Reef already reviewed last week some, and they got merged like almost instantly. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I think there's one pending, and I forgot like approve yesterday, so I got that approved as well, and it looks good.
Is this the fixed SAI thrift import error? No, yeah.
Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah. So yeah, Riff's looking in.
So this we are keep fixing and making small changes at a time, so it's easy to review.
That's great. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Michelle.
Yeah. And this one was interesting. It was new. Add decorator use flow for test case fixture setup teardown. So this is Junhua. I think this was one of the ones I wanted to ask you about it. So
yes.
It's used to enable flow lookup.
Yep. So remember we have a problem where the underlay mat or initially called underlay routing table is like or underlay routing or appliances table. Those tables is like almost impossible to program. So all the PTF tests is not really testing it because it's not really set.
Yeah.
And so what Junhua did is that he used the P4 runtime directly to add a fixture, so we can actually program those tables. So that closes gap. So this is basically what this PR is trying to do. So I haven't fully finished reviewing yet, but this is essentially like what this PR trying to close.
Thank you.
Yep. So with this, basically we can follow the exactly same pattern, gets on the underlay close for the PTF test.
Riff, is there an example of how a test case will be decorated?
Yeah. That's actually the I think the part of the test inside.
In a test case, you'd have like a decorator, like a annotation.
So this is something like because PTF test is not using PyTest, so it's not really a fixture.
Right.
But it's more like how to call it, like a decorator or something. So I think I will reach out to Junhua and ask him to provide a one example, just not adding not just adding the utilities. So then it will serve as an example. Seems like that one is missing, so we'll get that one added.
Yeah, just so you know, you always have the option of using SAI Challenger, which uses PyTest, which has setup and teardown fixtures more natively part of the package, right? That's always an option if you want the SAI Challenger route. It uses PyTest.
Yeah.
And so you don't need to invent decorators. It already has them built in. Just to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for explaining that. I wasn't exactly sure what that was doing there. So
in fact, it might be beneficial if you do write a test case using SAI Challenger and providing the fixture for that too. Then you'll set a precedent for people to use either, but that's your choice.
And so also too, Marian's not on the call, so maybe I can ask Sasha or Yakiv. There's a couple in here where Marian had submitted where they're failing CI/CD, and I was wondering if he needed help with those, or would you happen to know, guys?
We need to wait for Marian for that to fix.
Okay. Is he out or?
Yeah, he is out this week. He will return back next week, and he will handle this.
Okay. Thanks for telling me. That's awesome. And those were also okay, great. And then we got a lot done this last week. You know, these like 9. So we have Junwa, of course, AdFlow and BMV2 pipeline, and then the implementation that one was closed. We also had the SmartSwitch Reboot HLD. That one's closed now. Excuse me. So it looks like Prince George and all the team worked on that one. So that one might be interesting for people to read. And of course, this one was in the SONiC repo that adds support for SAI Appliance object. That one's done. Dark mode definition for PMON's done. And update DPU. This was just an easy one, I think. These two here, just to add functionality, and then mark appliance local region ideas create only. So that's in Open Compute SAI, and they're merged in both that repo and our repo. And then a new API for the DPU chassis to query. So this one, I didn't realize this was done. I just kind of added it as an FYI for us 2 weeks ago. So they added this API to query data plane and mid-plane states. Was this a long, lengthy one, Sasha?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
I just meant this one seems like it would have been a lot of work. It monitors the states by service running on the DP. Yeah. I guess was it tough to do, but thank you for the contribution.
Okay. Now I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. No problem.
Okay, thank you. And so what I did notice is there's a couple I want to look at for the next week, you know, add an internal config table and this one update SAI see the latest master. So that's what I have in the queue. Do you guys have anything you wanted to cover or talk about specifically? I know it looks like a couple of new people. So welcome to TCS for coming to the call. And Cynthia from AMD, did you have anything you needed to cover?
No, Christina.
No? Okay. All right. And so, yeah, so that's all I have for this. Oh, go ahead, Riff.
Oh, yeah. Since I think there's no other topic.
Okay.
Chris, I have one question about SAI Challenger. So do you have any example that SAI Challenger actually tests how the packet format looks like? Because from what I see, like usually it just gets a matrix. So
You can take over the share if you want, Chris, if you have.
Really prepared to walk
Oh,
through.
no problem.
What was the question? Do we have any examples of what?
do we have examples of SAI Challenger then testing, you know, the how to call it, in testing the packet format, like I'm going to send this packet, I'm going to receive this packet, this is how exactly the packet looks like, what exactly happens in each field, because that's the purpose of the PTF test.
Sure.
Yeah, so I checked the you know, if I remember correctly, I checked all the you know, SAI Challenger tests before. It's mostly just checking you know, the counters. Basically, it's the TX counter, RX counter. We got the packet coming back, then everything's all good. We just call it pass. But I think is checking the packet format is also kind of important.
Yeah. Let me,
Yeah.
off the top of my head, I can't tell you which tests might be appropriate. Merch, I hate to put you on the spot, but are you familiar with any SAI Challenger tests that do like the look at the received packet and verify the contents?
No, I would have spoke up if I knew. I'll have to look also through them.
I see. Yeah, because that's what I remember is that the Challenger only checks the metrics. So that's why we are still like kind of investing PDF test. PDF has to be there because there is no other way at this very moment.
Yeah, I mean, you can capture the packets inside Challenger. In fact, you can capture a whole bunch of them and scroll through them. You know, it's more than one packet at a time. But as far as an actual test that exercises that, I don't know if anyone wrote any yet.
Yeah,
we'll have to look.
Flash, I didn't see any.
I'll look and I'll provide an answer offline.
Yeah,
I just don't have one
awesome.
already now.
Yeah. So in that sense, if we can actually do that, should we convert all the PDF tests to SAI Challenger? That's basically my other question, but it will have a lot of effort.
Sounds like we have a plan to look.
Not sure.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Sounds
thanks.
like
Thanks for volunteering, Murja. And yeah, so this is what I have for today, guys. And I guess I'd like to welcome the TCS crowd who came to join the call today. And oh, we should start thinking about Thanksgiving week. That's the last week in November, and I'm thinking we'll probably all just want to miss that, skip it, and spend time not working. We'll see. But I'll probably go ahead and cancel for that week. And oh, do you guys have Veterans Day? Well, we don't get Veterans Day at Microsoft. Do you guys get that?
Yes. Cisco anyway, yes.
Cisco does? Okay. How about Keysight?
What's the date? I don't remember.
I think it's in this next coming Monday or something.
It doesn't look like it's a company holiday.
Oh, okay.
Monday the 11th.
Okay, some do, some don't. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out my calendar for that Monday. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Thanks to the new people who joined. And if you have questions or scenarios that you want to bring, we can bring those here to this forum. You know, so far we've worked on a few. We've worked on VNet to VNet, Service Tunnel, Private Link, and I believe we have a scenario coming from Michael from our SDN team in the next couple of weeks. And oh, Andy joined. Andy, did you have anything last minute before we go?
Nope, not today.
Okay. Oh, and Andy, when's the next P4 meeting? Is it the first Monday, December?
So let's see. You mean the architecture workgroup meeting? So it's on the calendar for next Monday, but that is like the Veterans Day. So I'll talk to the co-chair about moving it to maybe the next. Just wait till early December.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, if we moved it to the next week, it'd be really close to Thanksgiving. So
yeah, or even a Tuesday. Maybe we could do a Tuesday, but okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I want to join if you get it rescheduled. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for coming. Have a good Wednesday, and I'll send out the notes as usual. And new on the call, I will make sure that you get a copy of the notes. And last thing, the Linux Foundation is kind of pressuring me to move my list over to their Linux Foundation list. I really haven't had the time to pursue that. So if you see anything, you know, dash subgroup from Linux Foundation, that might be us just experimenting with it. Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Christina.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.